Hello.
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 Hey, good afternoon. I'm looking for Lindsay.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, Lindsay, this is David Adam. I'm calling you from the U.S. Life, working with the U.S. Life as a senior accounts manager. How are you doing today? So, a couple of weeks back ago, we had a conversation regarding your whole life insurance policy at that point. But the reason is, at that point, the rates are coming up a little bit expensive, and you told me to find out if I find something better option which can stay with you for the rest of your life and which could be easily affordable in this inflation time. At that point, you told me to call you back if it's good for you, then we can submit the application to get you approved and send you the legal documents. And the best part is that, Mr. Gardner, there is no obligation to you. You don't have to pay anything in this month or in this, not today, not in this week. First, we're going to let you know how much lower we can go for you. If sounds better to you, if sounds perfect to you, what's going to happen next? After that, we can submit the application and get the approval from the company. And once they approved you, after that, I will go ahead and send you the paperwork at your mailing address. Once you receive those paperwork, if it sounds perfect to you, then you can go ahead and start in the next month of February. Otherwise, there would be no cost and no obligation to you.
There was no such conversation. This is a scam. Essentially, what happens is these call centers buy your lead from a different call center, and then they'll call you and tell you that you discussed the policy with them in the past, or that they are indeed your agent who already helped you with a policy, which is pending, or they're calling you because your policy was approved and you're entitled to a gift card, whatever they have to make up to get their foot in the door to talk to you. I wonder what Keinan would think if he knew this is how his leads are being generated. Anyway, over the next 6 minutes, he confirms whether my phone number is a cell phone or a landline. He reads back to me my date of birth and confirms my age, whether I'm a smoker or a non-smoker, if I was born in California, my height and weight, if I'm taking any medications, if I have any medical conditions like cancer, COPD, dementia, Alzheimer's. He reads back to me my beneficiary's name and confirms her date of birth. He reads back to me my physical address, asks if I have an email, middle initial, if I have any medical condition whatsoever, like hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, etc. He reads back to me my social security number. And I gotta say, even though it's fake, there's just something creepy about someone calling you out of the blue and feeding to you all your personal information. It makes my skin crawl. And lastly, he confirms when I get paid so he can set my draft date.
And last time we were going with the rate, we were going with the coverage of 6,000. You wanted to go, like, check it out, the 6,000 fame, or you wanted to, increase, or you wanted to go lower? About the state to look the to look the 10,000 or to look for the 20,000. This is the one of the best company what I found right now with me. The company name is Royal Neighbor of America. Have you ever heard about them? All right. Royal Neighbors of America, they are in this business for more than 200 years. And I don't know why you haven't heard about them, but you will hear from the seniors because they are working with the senior many more. And they have a very good reputation, A plus grade, because they never late payments, they never late funds. If the customer wanted to change their plan, if the customer wanted to move to the different company, they never ask them to stay with them or nothing like that. They always straight away give their funds back within the 24 to 48 hours to their same account. If they wanted to cancel, move on, and God forbid if anything happens, that they never late the payouts as well.
He goes on to explain that all policies come with day one coverage, which means that if I pay my first premium and die the next day, it's a full payout. Double indemnity, so if I die in an accident, the payout is doubled. And that the plans generate a cash value that I can withdraw from later on in life.
And that 20,000, they were offering you $138 every month.
That's perfect. Let's go with that.
With all of those, with all of those benefits. So what do you think?
Let's go with it.
If it's good for you, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly, right away, we are going to get you approved with the Royal Neighbor of America right away. Once they get you approved, they will let you know the terms and condition and the policy number right away. And after that, I'll go ahead and send you the paperwork. Once you're done with your paper, once you have a peace of mind, like, you have something legitimate as well, and you have a proof as well in your hand to whom you're paying, and when you need something, when you need money in your back, so you have something which you can use legally as well.
He then mumbles to himself that I was born in California, which is not true. He asks if the same social security number is the one that's going on the policy, which is, do people have multiple social security? Like, what? He asks who I bank with, reads back to me my routing number, then asks for my checking account number. But when we're going over it, he reads back the last four and they're out of order. I don't know if he's just testing me or if he had wrong information on his end. Ultimately, this is all information he has in front of him because he has my lead.
All right, Lindsay. Thank you so much for the cooperation. Now, quickly, what I'm gonna do without wasting your time, I'm gonna bring the underwriter from the Royal Navy of America came up on the line. He's gonna make sure the things once again, just for security purposes, that I haven't made any mistake in the papers. And after that, they will let you know the terms and conditions and let you know the policy number right away. And once you get the policy number, that's means they approved you. And after that, I'll go ahead and send you the paperwork to your mailing address. And if you need my help or if you have any question, if you wanted to increase coverage or any kind of issue you face, this is the same number when I'm calling you. That's my personal line number, 786-254-4852. You can call me at any time, okay? All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the underwriter on the line. So he came up on the line and is going to make sure the things once again. And after that, you get your policy number right. All righty. I'm talking to Lindsay Gardner, right? Okay, Lindsay, we're just going to get you approved with Royal Navy of America for $20,000 worth of coverage. That is going to cost you $138 a month. Do you think this is something that's quite affordable for you without putting a burden on yourself?
Yes.
Wonderful. And let me just reconfirm some details in just 1 minute. Your social is, and how did you provide the banking details? Through a checkbook or a statement or what? I'm going to connect you with my licensed agent right now and just let him know that you gave the account with online banking as well. He might ask you to reconfirm that as well, okay? And I'll just patch you with him again. Just a moment. Here we go. Hello? Hey, Kat, got a prospect for you. Her name is Lindsay Gardner from California. She's a very nice lady, and we have her on the line. Please assist her further for $20,000 worth of coverage. And she has online banking with her, well, the account and other stuff. Okay, I got you. Okay. Both have a good... Hey, can you hear me okay, Lindsay?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, so my name is Keinan. I'm going to be the licensed underwriter here with the Royal Navy of America. I see here you're looking to get $20,000 worth of coverage here, and you listed your daughter, Julie Cooper, as a primary beneficiary. Is that right?
Keinan, how do you spell your name? It sounds unique.
I appreciate that. It's going to be Keinan. I can also give you my personal phone number as well. That way if you ever want to reach out to me here in the future, you have a direct agent here you can speak with from RNA. Yeah, so it's going to be 651.
Unfortunately, I can't give you his full phone number or I'll get curb stomped by YouTube. But it's not as if his phone number is public information or anything. You most certainly can't go to the Florida Department of Insurance, look up Keinan Hassan, click the only result, and see exactly the same screen without information blurred out. There's just no way. Because, if that was the case, then I should be able to show this to you uncensored, right? Right? Anyway, he goes over the premium, which is $138.50, that the payment's going to be the first of the month. He reads back to me my address, email, date of birth, smoker status, confirms my height and weight, and the fact that I was born in Texas.
Let me just keep going here with the application, February 3rd. November 3rd, actually. Sorry about that. I'm actually calling you I'm located in Minnesota. I'm calling you from St. Paul.
Is it nice and cold over there?
Oh, yeah. It was actually negative 20 there on Monday. Really cold.
So, Keinan, who was I speaking to before I spoke to you?
Yeah, so it's one of our colleagues here. They're like a lead provider here. So they basically pre-screen the clients for, health complications. Their main job is to get people on the phone that want life insurance, and then they transfer the call to us, the licensed underwriters here.
He asks me about the weather in California. This call happened in January, which is why he's saying it's super cold in Minneapolis. It's obviously not that cold there now. He confirms my beneficiary is Julie Cooper, again, because he said that at the beginning of the call, and asks if I want to add anyone else, that my phone number is the best place to reach me, if I have a current policy with Royal Neighbors or anybody else. if I got my banking details from my checking account or a statement, my beneficiary's home address and date of birth, my routing and account numbers, and that the initial draft payment will be on the first of the following month. I don't normally, if you're new to this channel, I don't normally cut out this much from a phone call. It's just that final expense calls are so insanely boring. I'm trying to speed run through it. We're 10 minutes into the video. We're about 30 minutes into the actual call.
Let me see here. Did I make a mistake? 1 second. Oh, okay. Royal Neighbors of America is saying the bank account number is not correct. Confirm the bank account information and try again. If we cannot verify the banking information after 3 tries, please proceed to the signature page and the case will be referred to underwriting. Could you pull up the account number just one more time just to make sure I didn't make a mistake here?
Though ironically, if they send it to underwriting, aren't you an underwriter? They just send it back to you like, hey, look at this again. We just go in a loop, won't we?
Yeah, it's when they do the medical and prescription background check. So as soon as I'm done with the application, it gets sent to like the underwriting department. So they're just gonna do like a quick you know what the Medical Information Bureau is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they just do like with that Social Security you provided. They just do a quick screening just to see, what kind of medication the person's on, make sure they don't have cancer, they're not in hospice care, anything like that. Anything that would be like a huge risk for the company.
Right.
Obviously they wouldn't want to, provide life insurance to, people that are very ill. So it's just a way to cover their end.
I give him the routing and checking account numbers again, but they fail verification again.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's weird. Never ran into this type of issue before. Let's see. We cannot verify the bank account after 3 tries. Please proceed to the signature page. The case will be referred to underwriting. I mean, if we confirmed it like multiple times and you're 100% sure, I guess we can just proceed. Yeah, I guess we'll just proceed then. I mean, if we have it 100% sure.
He sends me a link to the Royal Neighbors application, which I will show you shortly. And then we have this conversation. So the lead generators that I spoke to before I spoke to you, do they have like a company name, or are they like part of Royal Neighbors? Who are they?
They're a vendor that our agency works with. And to me, like an independent. So I'm an independent broker.
Right.
So I pay the lead generation company over there overseas to, just get prospective clients with me on the phone.
Oh.
And then I'm like the one that, walks the client through the application, does the policy for them and whatnot. So.
Oh, they're overseas.
Correct. Yeah.
That would explain the accents.
Yeah.
Do you know their name? Like the company name?
I believe they're called Reliant. Reliant is the company name.
After this, I muted myself and just put the phone down and let him talk into dead air until he hung up. I know that's not a very satisfying way to end these calls, but I had taken him down to the wire. The only thing left to do was sign the application, which I'm obviously not going to do. He does try to call me back from his cell phone number, and then a few minutes later, his contracted call center tries to call me as well. All right, so who is this clown? Well, if you look at the Royal Neighbors of America application, we can see his agent number is DEG3. This is an internal thing to Royal Neighbors. He has an agent license number of 212-86927, which is actually his NPN. His printed signature of Keinan Hassan. By the way, I know he pronounced it Keinan or Keinan or some shit, but I've always said it Keinan, so I'm just going to say Keinan. I don't really care if I snub him. He's an asshole anyway. Written name of Keinan Hassan, his email address, and as I mentioned, this happened in January. Here is his licensure profile with the Florida Department of Insurance that I showed you earlier. As I mentioned earlier, this is completely public information. You can find yourself in mere seconds, but I have to censor it because YouTube is a cunt and will bitch slap me if I dare show this on a video, even though it's public information. Their policy says that the only problem is non-public. Anyway, so we have an address, we have his license number, we have his email, which matches what was in the application, his full name of Keinan Hassan, the mailing address is the same, it is in Minnesota, as he mentioned, his 651 phone number that he gave me that I can't share with you because apparently it's non-public information, and his NPN, which matches what was on the Royal Neighbors application. He is also licensed in his home state of Minnesota. You can see the NPN at the top, which matches the same Roseville, Minnesota address and this same 651 phone number that is apparently not public information. Here is his licensure profile for the state of California. We can see the same Roseville, Minnesota address. And man, is that the 651 number again? That's 3 different public databases where it's listed. It's almost as if it's public information and I should be allowed to show it to you. Now, the only thing I couldn't figure out is who he actually works for, because he doesn't work for Royal Neighbors, but he definitely works for an agency. All these agents are always like, oh, I'm an independent, I'm a broker. They work for somebody. But I couldn't figure out who it is, but I did find this profile on experience.com. And is that a 4th place where his phone number is available to the public? What? Anyway, that's all for Keinan. Now, for his contracted call center, they have the phone number of 786-254-4852, as mentioned in the call itself and the caller ID when they tried to call me back. They claim to be US Life. Unfortunately, their caller ID just says private, and this is a VoIP number hosted through Bandwidth, which is just classic. That's a scammer favorite. Not that Bandwidth doesn't have genuine customers, but it is a scammer haven. Now, believe it or not, even though it's been like 7 months since this happened, this phone number is still active. This call center is still active. So I called them.
Thank you so much for calling us back. This is Billy Cooper, licensed insurance underwriter, who I'm speaking with.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Okay. Lindsay, this is Billy Cooper, one of the state licensed insurance agents. I'm working with 25 insurance companies, and currently we are licensed in 42 states, helping a lot of people. So I'm talking about your whole life insurance policy.
Yeah, you're with Reliant Leads, right?
What is this?
Or what's the name of your company?
No, you're talking about the company?
Yeah, who do you work for?
What do you mean? I told you I'm an insurance broker.
Yeah, but who's your employer?
You need my employer name?
Yes.
Who are you?
I'm
Who the hell are you?
I'm Lindsay Gardner.
I know you're Lindsay Gardner, but what do you need? You need my name or what? You need my company name?
Your company name,
You need my company information. So that's why I'm asking you, who the hell are you first, and I'm telling you my company information. What do you mean?
I told you I'm Lindsay Gardner.
Mm-hmm. You're Lindsay Gardner, and I'm telling you my information? Oh, that's wonderful.
Also, which part of Pakistan are you guys in?
Do you need my address?
A general city in Pakistan is fine. Is it Rawalpindi? Is it...
No, you need my address, asshole?
Sure, what is it?
What's your name? Who the person they asked you about the information? Who the person? What is the name of the person they asked you?
I'm asking...
Who's your boss?
I'm asking my own boss. Who's your boss?
You are the boss?
Also, what's your real name? Because it's definitely not Billy Cooper or whatever it is.
You know this fellow, the Billy Cooper? Where you go? Come on.
Also, are you a benchode?
You asshole. Why are you calling me?
That's a Gondo, actually.
No. Why are you calling me? Tell me what's the reason you called me and asked me the information about my company.
I just felt like talking to
you. You know the name?
I just felt
like... No. You know the name of my company?
It's Reliant Leads.
It's Leaf or Relief?
It's Bakri Chode. Nothing screams legitimacy like getting absolutely heated when someone dares to ask the name of the company they're dealing with. But remember, these people have your name, address, date of birth, social security number, beneficiary's name, checking account number, all that. Now, you heard me mention Reliant Leads because Keinan mentioned Reliant Leads. Well, I couldn't tell if he said Reliant or Reliance.
I believe they're called Reliant. Reliant is the company name.
Called Reliant. Reliant is the company.
I'm going to go with Reliant. There's that kind of hard T the first time he says it, but it could go either way. This is like Yanni and Laura all over again. Anyway, I looked into the possibility of both. There is indeed a Reliant lead generation group, and these people do it all. Cryptocurrency, attorney leads, mortgage leads, crypto investor leads, cannabis investors, business opportunity, plastic surgery. You need a lead, they'll hook you up. Though strangely, they don't list life insurance. I'm not sure if they just flat out don't do life insurance or it's just not in this column. But as you can see, they do all kinds of leads. It's kind of impressive, actually. There's also a Reliance group that does lead generation, but they seem to focus on the IT space exclusively. And there's a Reliance network that does leads, but they seem to focus on real estate agents for some reason. Could be one of these, could be none of these. I don't really know. My money is on Reliant just because of the breadth of services that they offer, but I obviously can't prove that they are the lead generator involved. After our interaction, I emailed Keinan. I'm not going to read the whole email. You can pause and read it if you want to, but essentially I summarized the events of the call. I let him know that my number is on the do not call list and this call was illegal. I thank him for being honest about the call center being overseas and the name of the lead generator. Most life insurance agents aren't honest about the leads at all, and they're just like, well, but he was just straight up with me. Now, in this email, I asked him 5 pointed questions. I wanted to know who he works for specifically. I wanted to know if he hired the lead generator directly or if his agency hired them and who's paying for them. Because, he told me that the call center is someone that his agency works with, but he told me he pays for the leads. So how does that work? I asked him if he had any more information about the lead generator, like if their website really was the Reliant Leads, and if their phone number is correct, if he has any other phone numbers for them. And finally, if he was planning to drop Reliant Leads after what he's been informed of. This was emailed to him and also texted to the 651 number that is in 4 different public websites but is not public information. Now, you'll be shocked, absolutely shocked to hear that Keinan never replied to the email or text message. Keinan Hassan, welcome to the list. And thanks for watching.
That's pretty cool. I'm looking for Mr. Gardner, Lindsay Gardner. Yeah, that's really cool. Perfect. That's really cool.